Name: Damien Harris. Position: running back. School: Alabama. Conference: SEC. Class: senior. Jersey: No. 34. Recruitment rating: 5-star. HT: 5 feet 10 inches. WT: 216. D.O.B. the 11th of February 1997. Rushing: receiving. Scrimmage. Year: school. Conf. Class: Post. G at yards. AVGTD. Rec yards. AVGTD. Plays yards. AVGTD. * 2015 Alabama SEC FRRB 1046157 3.41 413 3.3050 1703.41 * 2016 Alabama SEC SORB 151461037.12 14997.12 160 11367.14 * 2017 Alabama SEC Junior RB 14135 1007.411 12917.60 147 10917.411 * 2018 Alabama SEC Senior RB 15,150,876 5.89 22 2049.30 172 10806.39 Career Alabama 477 30706.423 52 4077.82 529 34776.6 25 Highlights. Please subscribe for more. https://www.youtube.com/channel/yuka7x6msvhrotijhq Instagram https://www.instagram.com/m___m production/ All rights go to the University of Alabama. ESPN, Fox Sports, Host Digital Sports, Universal Music Group, Southeastern Conference, SEC Digital Network, the NCAA. I do not own the music used in this video. No copyright infringement intended. Pros: Damien Harris is a 4-year senior and one of the more exciting and productive running backs in the 2019 draft class. He shows some traits on film that make you want to jump up out of your chair, and it's that skill set that should get him on the field early as a rookie. He is not only a 3-down back, but might just be the most pro-ready RB coming out this year. Harris is scheme diverse and would be equally effective in a gap or zone blocking scheme. He is patient with his approach to the line of scrimmage and does a good job of altering his pace to allow his linemen to set up their blocks. He shows good footwork on film and has a devastating jump cut to evade defenders. Good vision to see cutback lanes and has a good feel for where defenders are coming from. Gets up to speed quickly and gets skinny to work through the trash. Physical runner capable of handling short yardage situations. No ball security issues. Only 3 fumbles in 557 touches. Can be a threat in the passing game. Shows natural hands catching the ball out of the backfield. Has shown the ability to extend and catch the ball away from his frame. Tracks the ball well down the field and catches it over his shoulder. More than capable of handling pass protection duties. Good at identifying blitzes and shows good technique when squaring up to pick them up. Also shows good height when cut blocking. Not a lot of wear and tear because he shared the load during his time at Alabama. Cons: Damien Harris may be one of the most complete and pro-ready running backs in the entire 2019 draft class, but he may have already peaked as a player. There's not a lot of areas in his game that needs developing, which is a good thing, but what you see could be what you get with him. Harris's short, compact frame looks to be already maxed out physically and doesn't show much room for growth. He shows some hip tightness on film which limits his ability to shake defenders in the open field. Not very elusive either. Prefers to try and run over defenders instead of evading them. Lacks top-end speed and acceleration. This could limit his ability to capture the edge on outside runs in the NFL. Can pick up chunk yardage but will get ran down behind. Worst case scenario, Harris is nothing more than a jack-of-all-trade running back in the NFL. He is scheme diverse but likely fits best in a system that values a lot of inside rushing yardage. His lack of acceleration and top-end speed limits his ability to run outside the box, meaning fit might mean everything for his success at the next level. Cowboys fit. Damien Harris would be a tremendous fit with the Dallas Cowboys. He would be less of a backup to Ezekiel Elliott and more of a co-starter. His particular skill set fits in perfectly with the Cowboys' mix of zone and gap blocking scheme. He is someone who can definitely help lighten the load on Zeke's shoulders as both a runner and receiver out of the backfield. A complete three-down back, and if paired with Elliott, would give the Cowboys the best RB duo in the NFL. This would allow them to stick to their run-first mentality and continue to pound away at opposing defenses to wear them down throughout the ballgame. Harris's addition could also give them a little leverage in contract negotiations with Zeke when that time comes. 2019 NFL Draft. Alabama Crimson Tide. Dallas Cowboys. Damien Harris running back. With the 2019 NFL Draft just weeks away, it's time to start really getting serious about considering who the Dallas Cowboys may add to their roster. The positions of need are well documented, as are both the official and unofficial visitors the Cowboys have had at the star the last couple of months. Using that information, as well as my own personal evaluations of the draft-eligible players, here is a 7-round mock draft which would make the 2019 Cowboys better than they are currently. This draft was simulated using thedraftnetwork.com's mock draft machine. Second round pick 58 Deontay Thompson, safety, Alabama. By the time the Cowboys finally got on the clock, I was just about wiped out at safety. Taylor Rapp, a personal favorite, was taken about 10 spots before 58th overall. Jonathan Abram went at the top of the second round, and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson slid in as an early second-rounder as well. This left Alabama safety Deontay Thompson as the best available defensive back, and while he may have his flaws, he is well worth taking a chance on at the end of round 2. Thompson projects as a single-high safety with excellent range and a ton of upside, but he will need to hone his coverage skills to reach that ceiling in the NFL. Thompson isn't refined technically, especially in his feet. He also gets too aggressive at times, though that aggressiveness can produce big-time interceptions as well. Third round pick 90 Tristan Hill, DL, UCF. After addressing the back end of their defense in round 2, the Cowboys look to beef up their front 7 in the third round. UCF's Tristan Hill is a Rod Marinelli type of player, and would immediately improve the Cowboys' rotation across the defensive front. Hill had 10.5 tackles for loss and 3 sacks during his junior season in 2018, and has been a riser throughout the draft process. Hill will provide production from the one technique early in his career, and could possibly develop into a full-time starter at the position as well. Fourth round pick 128 Stanley Morgan Jr., WR, Nebraska. Now that the Cowboys have added talent to their most dire areas of need on the defensive side of the ball, it's time to start attacking the offense. The Cowboys could use another young wide receiver, as outside of Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup, none of the current wideouts have a clear future with the team. Stanley Morgan Jr. has been linked to the Cowboys in the 4th round in a ton of mock drafts, and I think there's fire with this smoke here. Morgan Jr. is a candidate to be the Cowboys' next slot receiver to replace the departed Cole Beasley. 4th round pick 136 Devin Singletary, RB. Though unlike the first 3 picks, Devin Singletary has rarely been linked to the Dallas Cowboys in mock drafts or draft rumors. Singletary has second-round tape, but tested more like a day 3 running back at the Combine. In this draft simulation, Singletary fell to the 4th round, and the Cowboys pounced on the talent. Singletary would be a nice RB2 behind Ezekiel Elliott, and provides strong value in round 4. 5th round pick 165 Penny Hart, WR, Georgia State. I don't know that the Cowboys will double dip at any position, let alone wide receiver, but Penny Hart was too talented for me to pass up here. Hart will compete for a roster spot as a slot receiver. The Randall Cobb signing and already adding Stanley Morgan Jr. will make it an uphill battle for Hart. Having already addressed safety, defensive line, and running back in this draft though, the Cowboys find another talented wideout to compete for a spot. 7th round pick 241, Chris Westry, CB, Kentucky. In the 7th round we get a Chris Richards special, as the Cowboys take a height, weight, speed cornerback with their final selection. With a 4.31 40-yard dash time at 6 feet 4 inches, Westry would make a ton of sense for the Cowboys to take a chance on late in this draft. And, after all, he was an official visitor at the Star, so you know the Cowboys are interested. The NFL Draft is one of my favorite events in the league calendar. It's a time of excitement and hope for every fan base. Watching bright college football stars get the call to play on Sundays, wondering who's picking who and what unexpected selection or trade will mess up every single mock draft available. As every year, I've written up a mock draft of my own. This time around, the Dallas Cowboys don't count with a first-round pick, but it's still a ton of fun to see how things could pan out to the rest of the NFL teams. I hope you enjoy it and make sure to let me know what you think in the comments section below or tweet me at Monful and let's talk. Note, this mock doesn't include any sort of trades. R1 over 1 Ari, Kyler Murray, QB, Oklahoma R1 half SF, Nick Bosa, Edge, Ohio State R1 3rd NYJ, Josh Allen, Edge, Kentucky R1 quarter Oak, Quinnen Williams, DT, Alabama R1 5th TB, Devin White, LB, LSU R1 6th NYG, Dwayne Haskins, QB. Ohio State R1 7th Jack, Jawan Taylor, OT, Florida R1 8th Det, Ed Oliver, DT, Houston R1 9th BUF, Jonah Williams, OL, Alabama R1 10th Den, Drew Lock, QB, Missouri R1 11th Sin, Devin Bush, LB, Michigan R1 12th GB, DK. Metcalf, WR, Ole Miss R1 13th Mia, Andre Dillard, OT, Washington State R1 14th ATL, Rashawn Gary, Edge, Michigan R1 15th was OL, Cody Ford, Oklahoma R1 16th Carr, Montez Sweat, Edge, Mississippi State R1 17th NYG, Brian Burns, Edge, Florida State R1 18th Min, Greg Little, OT, Minnesota Vikings R1 19th 10, TJ. Hawkinson, Tay, Iowa R1 20th Pitt, Byron Murphy, CB, Washington R1 21st C, Greedy Williams, CB, LSU R1 22nd Bell, AJ. Brown, WR, Ole Miss R1 23rd Who, DeAndre Baker, CB, Georgia R1 24th Oak, Noah Fant, Tay, Iowa R1 25th Fight, Josh Jacobs, RB, Alabama R1 26th Find, Marquise Brown, WR, Oklahoma R1 27th Oak, Clelin Ferrell, Edge, Clemson R1 28th Lack, Jonathan Abraham, S, Mississippi State R1 29th KC, Garrett Bradbury, OC, NC. State R1 30th GB, Irv Smith Jr., Tay, Alabama R1 31st Lar, Christian Wilkins, DT, Clemson R1 32nd Na, N'Keal Harry, WR, Arizona State. In search of defensive line talent during the 2019 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys have been linked publicly to TCU Horned Frogs lineman L.J. Collier in multiple mock drafts. Collier is a 6 feet 2 inches 283-pound college defensive end who may struggle at first to find a true position in the NFL. Despite his flaws, the Cowboys' interest in him makes sense because of the type of player he is and the level of effort he gives on each down. At the Combine, Collier ran a 4.91 40-yard dash, 7.71 three-cone, and jumped 118 inches in the broad jump. None of these numbers jump off the page, and certainly don't point towards Collier being all that productive a pass rusher in the league. At TCU, L.J. Collier functioned well as a defensive end, coming away with 6 sacks last season and 14.5 throughout his collegiate career. Without explosive traits or bend, however, it's tough to see him winning on the edge often in the NFL. Collier will have to accumulate effort sacks, which are much tougher to come by in the league. Though he lacks an array of pass rush moves, L.J. Collier could make a living as a nickel package rusher on the interior. If drafted by the Cowboys, I could see them moving Collier down to 3 technique on obvious passing downs, allowing him to hone his skills as a rusher at a position where his lack of explosion won't be as big an issue. Against the run, Collier is solid overall, but doesn't really jump off the screen in any one area. He does well enough when asked to shoot gaps or is in a one-on-one situation, but when he faces a double he typically gets washed. I would not advise moving him inside, either, as he is at his best setting the edge against the run. While Collier doesn't have an attractive athletic profile, there's no denying the guy's production in college. 11.5 tackles for loss and 6 sacks his senior season is nothing to scoff at, and considering he did it all while not being an every-down player is even more impressive. I could see Rod Marinelli falling in love with L.J. Collier's effort and toughness, ignoring what he may lack athletically to draft him on day 2 and put him right into his defensive line rotation. Collier has upside as a specialty pass rusher and rotational run defender in the league, but it will take him time to come into his own in the NFL.